Goddamn fat noob. Hiya guys, Spectre here, and welcome back to some more Lost Epoch. I've just discovered something out, obviously, because last time I actually unlocked the skeletal mage. I just didn't summon any because I'm a dumbass. But basically, yeah, I've unlocked them. I just obviously hasn't got their skill tree thing for them yet. Same as I haven't really got the one for the volatile zombie. So the option's there when I reach level 35 to either do the volatile zombie or the skeletal mage. I mean, I might do the skeletal mage and save the zombie until last. But I'm unsure what to do with the skeletal mage, because there's two ways I can do it, so I'll show you guys this now. It's really weird. Because at the moment, as you can see, I've got 3 skeletal mages. So if I click on this, so this is their tree. So I've thought about going about it 2 ways. I'm going to be getting Death Knights either way, because I'm going to max this out for some health leech and more health. That gives you Death Knights, so you don't get skeletal mages anymore. This gives them some ward per second and some critical strike avoidance. I could go here and get 1 more skeletal mage, which would give me 4, because I've already got 3. Obviously, if I went onto this tree here, I can get 1 more there. So technically you'd still have 4. I don't think you'd get an extra one because you need 2. You wouldn't be able to get another one from it, so there might not be any point taking that, so I could use that point somewhere else, which is fine, because that might have synergy with the next part of this. I'd have a couple points in here and a couple points in there, and then a couple points here, a couple points there, 1 point into that, so you've got a chance to get Frenzy, which is then 20% more attack speed, but then 1 point into Archmage. As it reads here, the Archmage can be any type of skeletal mage or Death Knight. The modifiers to damage and health are multiplicative with other modifiers. So you get 130% more damage and health, 30% more size, and double your projectiles. It might be worth doing that, and then you've got another big bad on your team, kind of like you've got the Golem. So your Golem you only have 1 of, but you only have 1 Death Knight, essentially. Or I could not have that, they'd be a lot weaker, but I could take 4 Death Knights. So it depends on how I want to do it, because I'm going to be having 1 Golem, 4 to 6 Skeletons. I'm going to be having only 2 Wraiths. So I could either have 4 Death Knights or 1 Death Knight, based on how I want to do it. But if I take this one, obviously I don't need to take this one. You only need that one if you're going to not take that, because you can only have 1. So then we'll be looking at like 1 and 1. Probably 3 of each of these, and then 2 of those. And that'd be my full team of boys. So although I've got 3 of these at the moment, they'd drop to 1, but that 1 would be a lot fucking stronger and a lot tougher. And then if I had 1 big bad Death Knight, I could just name him Arthas. There are quite a few cool Death Knights though, to be honest. There was Thalassian, there was quite a few of the bad boys. You had Darian Mogreen. I mean, to be fair, it might make sense in a way, because actually what I want to do with the zombies, I want to take that. Because I'm going to be taking these things up here, hit damage to bosses and rare enemies, and then that is a kill threshold where you can instantly kill something. I'll probably take 1 or 2 points into that, which will combat the reduced movement speed there. And then we're going to go down here to this. So normally when a zombie would die, you'd be healed. But rather than being healed, I'd rather gain ward. Because if I've already got ward and got a lot of it, because I might get more as I get better gear later on, and that's just going to add to my further ward. And anything is going to get through my ward before they can get at my health. So then I won't need healing. It'll make healing redundant. So if I have the ward, and then I come down here, and basically take this, so your zombies are going to have more health, more damage, more area damage when they explode. They're going to cost more mana, and chances summon from indirect casts. But you're going to have a really big, juicy zombie. But when the zombie blows up, because it's got more health, as it says down here, on this one, tells you. As an example, if the zombie had 1000 max health, you are healed for 10 when it explodes. So the more health the zombie's got, the more you'd be healed for, but obviously that translates to the vital ward. Rather than you being healed, you'd have more ward given to you when the zombie dies. It just means you only summon, I think you only summon one, do you summon one zombie at a time? Or is it just they cost more? No, you now only summon a single large zombie. Although it doesn't say limited to one for some strange reason, like it does on the others. Like when you click on, like, for some reason on the skeletal mage, it says maximum archmage is 1. It doesn't say maximum volatile zombie is 1 for some reason. But it says it in the text. So I think I might go with the quality over quantity approach on the minions. And make the minions the best that they can be. Take fewer of them and just make them badass. So I've already done that with the wraiths. You do it with the golem anyway. I mean, I think there is something where you can take multiple golems, but I don't like the sound of that. I'd rather have one big beefy fucking golem. And the Death Knight could essentially just back him up. Then I've got 2 big boys in there slapping bosses in the face. I like the idea of the Death Knight as well, because Death Knight obviously is like one who potentially can cast spells, some sort of spell. But then also is an absolute animal in combat. Because you think I like your spellcaster like a skeletal mage. That's kind of like Kel'Thuzad from World of Warcraft. But then you've got a Death Knight like Arthur, or any of the Death Knights, Dion Mograine. They completely shit on him. Because not only can they cast spells, maybe not to quite the same efficiency that he can, but then they can also just go up to and dick him in combat, where Kel'Thuzad and most liches are completely pathetic in combat. What are we doing here? Oh, we're trying to get to that new area, right, okay. The Lesser Refuge. Oh, press the wrong button. One thing I've noticed at the moment is, surprisingly, really weird, is at the moment the squishiest minions is my wraiths. You're obviously not going to have the health for the big bad golem who's even got his own separate health bar because he's such a fucking tank. But I don't know, at the moment they seem a bit flimsy. Obviously I've still got some more buffing here to do. We've got onto this, we're going to get them this unlocked soon, so they can get some health leech, which would help them stay alive a bit longer. And then I'm going to take this, so it's another 80% health overall, but it will increase their summoning cost, and their summoning cast speed will be reduced to make it a bit slower. But it's fine. But yeah, I need them to stay alive a bit longer, because they seem to do good damage, they just die fast. They're like a glass cannon. We used to use that terminology in the tabletop for Warhammer Fantasy and 40k for like certain creatures, but I don't know where that terminology came from. I really don't. Because how the fuck do you make a glass cannon? I mean, assuming you could even put a bleeding cannonball inside it, the fucking thing would break after one fire. And that's assuming you could even get a working fuse out of that thing to actually fucking work to, like, you know, launch a cannonball at the end. Slayer's Pike. I don't think Slayers use pikes. At least not the ones in Warhammer. They generally use axes and hammers. Oh! That's a lot of minion health. But that gives some minion damage. Maybe I can destroy it though later on. The hell? Is that skeleton just up here just bumholing them by himself? Get on. Balls on that guy. Yeah, I think I can cursor over the wraiths, but I can't cursor over the skeletons. I'm not sure if I can cursor over the skeletal mages. Try it in a second, see if I can find one. There's a zombie. There's both wraiths. See, the wraiths don't heal. They've got no way to actually heal. I'm not entirely sure. Has he got any way to heal, actually? Not that I can see. Maybe it just naturally heal, though, I don't know. But the skeletal mages I can't seem to click on. They don't seem to have a thingy, so it's only... Or can't cursor over. You can cursor over your wraiths. You can cursor over your zombies. Maybe it's because they're normally temporary or something. But I tried using the wraiths before they became permanent. They're gone in like seconds. It's like watching some fucking guy have a premature wank. They're fucking gone faster than that. It's like, holy shit, were they here at all? They just evaporated. It's a big spider, but a bit of a dead one. Weaver improve font of the erased. Huh? Oh, that's that thing I looked into, weren't it? Right, okay, this thing. So yeah, I looked into this thing, this Weaver's Wool thing. Apparently, how it works is the number on it is how many times it will upgrade itself when certain conditions are met. So it'll upgrade itself like 6 more times. So you can have that on things. That's pretty cool. Never seen anything like that before in an ARPG. Not to my knowledge, anyway. I'm enjoying this game though. This game's really good. Plays really well. Graphics are good. I think I finally found my replacement for like my Diablo. So obviously Diablo 2 now is dated, and I don't play Diablo 3 or 4 because they're both shit. So, and Path of Exile's good. I did all the campaign on Path of Exile, but the end game's a little bit confusing, and I think the game's just a bit complex. I know they are simplifying it for Path of Exile 2. So Path of Exile 2 I'll be taking a good look at. I'll be without a doubt doing a playthrough of the campaign, and we'll just see how that works. Because at the moment I don't know. But if it plays well like this, then I'll have 2 RPGs to play. Because they're the kind of games that I'd love to play in my spare time. Just at the moment I've not been able to play this because I'm waiting until I've done the playthrough. And then endgame stuff, I can just do videos of it if I think there's a video worth doing or something. Got some damage on it, but I don't need it. That one's got 6 minion melee damage and 6 minion bow damage. That's two-handed though. If I can take it and sell it or something, or do something weird or destroy it. The one thing that I was thinking of as well is, because I could go full-blown corn. Is that one that you can have. I've got that +1 from that, so I've got another 10 I can use. So you need, when you want another, that'll be 12, that'll be 17, 18. And see, obviously there's not an option for your skeleton to become like one big bad skeleton. These are meant to be like a little bit of a horde because of your weaker minions. So I could go 19, 20 and put 2 into there, so they've got more melee area of effect and damage. But I could also put 1 in there and 1 in there. And then I basically would remove archers and I'd just have skeleton warriors. And I could go full melee, because then I'd have like 6 skeleton warriors eventually. 1 golem, 2 wraiths, 1 death knight, and then 1 volatile zombie, who basically just runs in and fucking blows himself up. But I don't mind having a little bit of range, I suppose. So I think, yeah, I think I'm probably sold on this. Although I've already been an Archmage, but like an Arch Death Knight. So I think I'd probably go here first. So put 2 points in that and 1 in the Death Knight. And then put 2 in this and get that unlocked. So I've just got the 1. And then look at making the thing nasty. All I'm picturing is like a minion that's basically fucking Arthas for like fucking Frostmourne. just wading in with his fucking sword, casting like fucking death magic, and just fucking laying to waste there that come nearby with his fucking sword, and just absolutely just leathering them. So I was thinking of going for a traversal spell, but I don't think I will. I'm going to put another point into that so I can get the first point into the armor shred one. Then I'll put some points into this. I mean, obviously this here, you got ward retention, but you do get more ward granted on minion death. If my minions are really strong, they're not going to die as frequently. But you also don't want to be resummoning your minions all the time, because your mana pool wants to be reserved for summoning your big bad zombies to go and blow people up. But even then, it's still worth it for the ward retention, even if you didn't get like extra ward off minions dying. And even then, I suppose your skeletons are still going to die, in that sense. We still don't know how tough wraiths are going to be. Wraiths could still be quite weak. What's this one? Intelligence. Ooh. Pick something up, what about that? Thinking of that. What was that? $14 dodge rating, 37% chance to poison on spell hit, 1 to poison spells, 3 to all attributes, 13% of damage reflected, 30% increased poison damage. I can always keep it and see if I can do something with it, being that it's rare and it's got a lot of affixes on it. But it's not something I directly need. I'm looking for things primarily that are just gonna basically make my minions even stronger than what they already are. More damage, more health. I mean, I'm not even sure if I can gain ward on my minions, because there's that ward one for the skeleton mage, so I'm not sure if it's giving them ward or giving me ward for having them. I don't know. Okay. So we can't get that yet. We need to get more points in this, which is fine. Going maxing most of this stuff out anyway. What have we got around here? Minion attack speed, cast speed. Minion critical strike damage leeches health. That's pretty cool. I think they get that anyway. Your Death Knights. Increased minion health leech, 20% per point. Fucking hell, that's a lot. Increased minion critical strike chance per point. Fucking hell. Minion critical multiplier, that's broken. Necrotic and elemental damage resistance. Oh no, increased minion necrotic damage and elemental damage. We won't need that because we're just going to have the one guy. And then obviously we've got ward down here. We can make some pretty solid shit. What did we get in level ups on them? We did. He got one. He got one. The difference I suppose that's going to happen is, because his size is up even further, fucking hell. Size that bastard now. Fucking hell. He's not like a golem, he's like a fucking bone giant. Jesus. But I suppose one of the things is, because he's clearly meant to be your tank, with his size and then his threat generated. So obviously you're going to bump up his armor and his health and stuff like that. More damage and stun chance there. And then more armor here to both him and other minions. Where your mage, they're not looking for threat. So they're just going to be pumping out damage. So your Death Knight alongside him, your big bad Death Knight, you're just going to be basically just walloping. So I need to go back there, do I? Okay, fair enough.
May I tear a smile upon you?
Well, yeah, the lesser refuge, it sounds belittling, doesn't it?
May I tear a smile upon you? May I tear a smile upon you? Farewell.
Oh, well, we're here actually. I can do that. Yeah, I'll pop this one in here for time being, so I can't actually do anything with that fucking thing. And that one. They didn't want to be called the Lesser Refuge. Yeah, I can understand why they wouldn't. What the hell? My minions of death! We are here. That's going the other way though, isn't it? The abandoned tunnel. Is that where this is? Yeah, that's where that is. I don't want to be going that direction. I want to go this way towards that thing. Imagine if like the bridge broke and because of like your faithful bone golem, well, Fat Man's here. His mind just got absolutely fucking sat on. But if you like fall into your doom and your bone golem like clutched it in towards his chest and just fucking turned himself upside down so like he was going to take the fall damage and not you. But protected by his body of bone. I didn't used to be a fan of like your lower armor class types and stuff like that. I always gravitated towards like your barbarians, big two-handed weapons sort of things, or dual wielding or something like that. But I prefer a big two-hander, big two-handed axe, sword, or hammer, something like that. But then when I did play like a minion build first on Diablo, I actually did like it, because it's like the two things that could kill you the most on Diablo, especially like the top difficulties like Nightmare and Hell, weren't so much the bosses, it was mini bosses that gave a buff to the troops around them, and when they all swarmed in and just jumped on you. Now obviously you had an out as a whirlwind barbarian because you could whirlwind through them, and if it was too much and you weren't killing them, you could just run the fuck off. With a Necromancer, you'll basically create your own army, but you put an army between you and the monsters coming at you. So because they can't get to you, and you can keep resummoning your minions, you just ground them down. And then you always had like your golem, your big one, that were like bloody hard to kill. In probably most cases, probably harder than you, the player. He's like your personal bodyguard. He's meant to be a badass. Fucking cultist. He just reminded me of that fat guy out of fucking Vermintide 2. You face him as one of the bosses, and he teleports around a lot and does a lot of like poxy bullshit. The hell? What What are we fighting here? Fucking hell, not taking some killing, weren't it? Oh shit, I pressed Y. That Weaver thing, oh, that's what improved, sorry, that. So it just keeps increasing my health. My health just keeps going up. But then weren't that working with something like this? Right, okay. The courtyard! Goddamn fat noob. Main health region. Now what I'll do is, I will leave this part here because I've got far too engrossed yet again. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'll leave a playlist link near the top of the description. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care, everyone.